I'm Zara Wong from Vogue, and this is Karlie Kloss.
Ta-da! And we're live from David Jones.
So thank you, David Jones. We're upstairs, the
Yes.
amazing offices, and you can see that's Hyde Park. And where's the show going to be?
Yeah, so as far as I know, it's going to be right by the chapel, and we're hoping for good weather tomorrow night.
Fingers crossed. I think
Fingers crossed.
it's pretty hot in Sydney at the moment, right?
It is, but yes, it's a little bit warmer than I realized, but we're keeping cool, and I much prefer this to freezing New York.
It's not snowing yet.
Yeah, well, it's been snowing for months.
Really?
Oh yeah,
And it's still snowing now in February.
it'll stay cold probably until like all through the shows coming up, so
that's
probably until March.
Visiting and horrible.
Yeah, so stay here.
So what brings you to Australia? This is your second time here, right?
This is my second time coming to Australia, and I came for the first time last month with David Jones to shoot their campaign, and I had a great time. It was my first time in Sydney, and I stayed for a few days before and really got a feel for the city. I saw it by water, by tour bus. I went to so many great restaurants and went shopping at David Jones, and went for runs through the botanical gardens every day, did yoga. I really feel like I got a good feel for Sydney. So I love it here.
So Karlie's basically living the life that we all wish we could have in Sydney, running the botanic gardens and going shopping at David Jones.
Yeah, I'm just living the dream, and I'm not sure why I ever left. I'm glad I'm back.
So what's the most surprising thing about Australia so far?
Oh, the most surprising.
Do you understand our accent?
I love your accent. I mean, I really think that there's nothing more charming and like just so, the accent, I don't know, you guys are just, it's the accent, it's the way about you, it's like your effortless coolness. Like, I love the Aussie way. I hope that it rubs off on me when I'm here. The accent is just, it's so chic.
So what have you found surprising so far on your trip here?
I found surprising. Okay, that's a good question. I'd say, well, I didn't realize that the coffee situation in Melbourne is a very serious deal.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that until I posted an Instagram picture and I asked some of my followers for recommendations. Uh-oh. It's not working? Oh, we're having technical difficulties to anyone out there, so if we lose you, we will be right back. Just FYI. But the coffee game is strong in Melbourne, and you know, I think Sydney has pretty good coffee too. So I was not expecting.
I feel like Australians get really up in arms. Is it okay?
It's dark. It's dark.
It's dark. It's dark.
It's dark. But sorry guys, it's dark. Should we just flip you around? Go this way maybe? Do not fear. Just we will selfie it. Should we do that? Hey guys. Okay. There we go. We're just gonna conduct the interview like this. There we go.
So it's really natural now. So also I forgot to say, because live is really hard. I find it kind of challenging. But
if you out there, guys, can you see us more?
If you have any questions, remember to comment, and we'll make sure to get the questions to Karlie, as you can answer them live now.
Send us some questions, because that's what makes this so cool. It's like real time. We can chat to each other. You can chat to us. You can see the technical difficulties in real time.
Yeah, we're just like you. Well, I'm just like you. Karlie is a supermodel, so I think that's a bit different.
No. We are all nerds.
Okay.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm grouping you in with me.
I think you'd be surprised.
There we go. Much better.
So Karlie, you're an entrepreneur, baker, supermodel, cover star, producer. You're doing your YouTube
and set
channel
designer
as well.
here.
Set
I'm
designer,
designing our set.
camera person.
Camera person extraordinaire. There we go.
Very real.
Okay, great.
Still real, becoming more and more real. Okay. What do you most identify with?
I'm sorry, I was not listening to any of the question. Please say it again.
Okay, so you're also jet lagged, clearly.
Yes. Oh, clearly. Oh, is it that obvious? Okay, wait, hang on. You guys may need to help us out.
because all you see right now is my lovely shoes. There we go. Ish. We'll just scoot in.
Okay, so you're
Okay. So
supermodel.
yes, I have a lot of
You have a lot of
hobbies.
titles and a lot of hobbies.
A lot of.
What do you
yes.
most identify with?
I think student. I am definitely a student of life. I like to learn new things every day, everywhere I go, talking to people, experiencing things. I definitely approach this kind of, I don't know, approach everything with an open mind
Yeah.
and absorb it like a sponge. So I'm definitely a student.
And what motivates you? What makes you get out every day rather than sit at home and lie in a hotel room even?
I think the kind of just, I don't know, desire to make myself better every day and smarter, stronger, in every sense, you know, learn something new, push myself harder, help others in any way I can. I think kind of living life in that way and being really open-minded.
And what do you wish you knew when you were 16?
Ooh. When I was 16, okay, let's think here. Well, I was already working in fashion and already a model, walking runway shows, part-time a student and part-time traveling the world and exploring, you know, Paris and walking Paris Fashion Week. And I'd say when I was 16, I wish I knew how to. Wish I would have started learning more languages then. I started learning French at 16, and I'm so glad that I did because I took French classes in my high school, and because of that, I had this foundational learning and traveling to Paris and listening to it and speaking with people on set and, you know, paying for a cab and buying baguettes or, you know, croissants. And yes, I eat lots of baguettes and croissants, in case you're wondering.
Carbs are good for you.
Okay, not lots. I definitely eat my fair share. But I don't know, I love learning new languages because it's like you can unlock a city or a culture in a whole new way. So I wish I would have learned Italian as well.
It's kind of close-ish.
Yeah. And others. I mean, I wish I could understand like Chinese or I don't know. There's so many languages, so many places. Australian, that language I know.
Easier. A little bit
That one
easier to
I know.
learn. Yes. What are you obsessed with at the moment?
What am I obsessed with? I am obsessed with trying new restaurants everywhere I go. One of my favorite things to do is just like get online and research the best cafes or healthy restaurants, vegan restaurants, or Thai or Japanese, or kind of the best that each city has to offer.
And you're quite the baker, obviously.
Yes,
So
I have a sweet tooth.
we all know that you like cookies, but other than cookies, what's your favorite thing to bake?
Let's think. What do I like to bake? Well, baking-wise, I really enjoy. I've recently gotten into cooking more, and so like making like a proper dinner with all of the side dishes and being very grown up and making like fish with a side of like roasted veg and like quinoa with like homemade pesto sauce and looks like we're paused.
Oh, low battery.
And we're back. Hi. Told you. We're still here. Technical difficulties.
Have you had any cooking disasters?
Oh, of course, obviously. I am a
What's the
klutz.
worst? Really?
Yes, I'm a klutz. But it's fine. I mean, I have yet to break any limbs because of it. But yes, I'm not necessarily the most graceful. in the kitchen.
What's the biggest cooking disaster you've had? Have you set off any fire alarms?
I've
that's a big one.
definitely burnt my fair share of things, and that's the most frustrating thing when you're in the kitchen and you spend so much time baking something and like getting all the ingredients out and measuring it and being so precise, and then you step away for 1 minute, or you don't watch the clock, or you forget to set a timer and you burn whatever you're making, and it's so frustrating. So
And going back to fashion now, what's your favorite thing in your closet at the moment?
my favorite thing in my closet, I would say what did I recently Hmm. Well, since I've been here in Australia, I have picked up a few great Aussie threads.
Any favorite labels?
I love, yeah, I love Dion Lee, I love Zimmerman, I love Ellery. Um, there's this great green dress I was wearing today. Nellie, who is that?
Oh, they're
Camilla.
really good.
There we go, Camilla. I love how you Aussies say your
Camilla.
A's. Karlie. Karlie, Camilla. Camilla and Mark. And yeah, among others.
And what in your wardrobe have you had the longest?
Ooh, so my mom has really great taste and has a lot of great bags and shoes from the 70s and from when she was my age, and so she has a lot of like vintage pieces that she shared with my sisters and I. So I love.
Are you good at
all
showing
those
them with your
things.
sisters?
Yeah. You know what happens? They come and stay at my house for a weekend, and then like a pair of shoes will disappear, and then mysteriously reappear when they come back. And so maybe I'm good at sharing.
So you've got 3 sisters.
Yes.
And what do they have from your wardrobe at the moment that you need to follow up on them with?
They have, actually, if they're watching, what do you have? Kimberly, Carrie, and Christine. I don't know. I'll have to touch base with them. See what
Let
they
us
have.
know, FYI.
Yes, FYI.
And what else are you planning to do in Sydney?
I really want to climb the bridge while I'm here. That was one thing I did not get to do last time. So I want to climb what is the bridge name?
Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Sydney Harbour Bridge. So I definitely want to climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and maybe I'll do a Facebook Live from the top. This is super cool. I'm inspired. I'll do it.
And how do you get over jet lag?
Well, you had a good advice, just like taking deep breaths and just getting your body adjusted and keeping hydrated, and also going for a swim, I think is really just humanizing, or taking a shower is a really good way to kind of refreshen.
And what are your, do you have any spare time?
Well, I have a lot of spare time that I fill with a lot of other things. So time on airplanes, or, time at night at my hotel. I have a lot of reading for classes that I'm taking, or for coding that I'm learning.
What books are you reading at the moment?
Well, right now I just have a lot of articles and reading for this class. I just started a class on feminism, postmodern feminism, and so I have a lot of reading for that.
How are you going with that?
Good.
Are you on track?
Yeah.
When I was at uni, I would do everything last minute. So are you a last minute person, or are you on time, organized?
So it's a fresh year. We just started a new year, so I'm optimistic that this new year I'll be a early person to everything. But historically, the record shows that I am more of a last minute planner.
Okay, so at least you're human.
But I'm optimistic.
So Karlie's human. You have a vice that just makes everyone feel better at the moment. So
I am human.
Are you an early bird or late night?
I can be both. I really I feel best when I get a solid 8 hours of sleep. And on the weekends, I tend to catch up on sleep. On the weekdays, I usually am both a late night and early bird, so my sleep suffers a little bit during the week. But again, it's a new year, so
Should read Ariana Huffington Thrive.
so I have.
Yeah.
I actually I think she quoted me in the book.
Oh.
She gave me the book early, and I read it, and
You're like, that's me.
no, she's wonderful, and I think she is so wise. And yes, everything she wrote about the importance of sleep and how it actually affects every aspect of life.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
So interesting. It's how your body actually really kind of hits the reset button and takes care of itself.
Okay, so I think we've got some questions.
Yes.
So one of the questions is, how do you fit in workouts?
How do I fit in workouts? So early mornings, late nights. So if I have a call time of 5:30, 6 a.m., then I usually will wait to do my workout until I get home at night, because sleep is important. But my favorite time, if I have a day off, is to do it first thing in the morning, and when you're fresh, and it's like just get through your workout, get a good sweat, and then start your day.
What time do you usually wake up in the mornings?
I usually wake up around 6:30.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite workout?
My favorite workout. I love to go run outside on like a Saturday or a weekend, you know, when you have nowhere to go, nowhere to be, just taking a nice long run, especially on a great day like this. Although it's a little warm. It's a little warm.
Not quite New York in January weather.
No.
And when is Code with Karlie coming to Australia?
Well, not soon enough. You guys, though, have a great initiative called Vogue Codes.
Yeah.
I want to reverse the microphone here
Oh,
and
wow.
actually ask
Okay.
you about it.
How did you hear about it?
From Edwina.
Oh, do you see her at the tennis?
We exchanged notes. Yeah, I just saw her for a split second, but
Yeah.
hopefully she'll come to the show
Wow,
tomorrow
so
night.
I don't want to sabotage this, but Vogue Codes, we basically encourage and celebrate women working in technology, and it's all about creating. So I think when you think technology and when you think coding, a lot of girls, like my 13-year cousin was like, oh, that's a boy's subject. But I was like, no, it's about making something, and it shouldn't be about boys and girls or left side of the brain, right side of the brain. It's about making and creating.
It's a very creative skill. It is definitely more logic-based, but I think everyone is capable of learning it, and you know, the more kind of creative minds that you can equip with this skill, the more dynamic end results and solutions to problems you're going to get. And that's why I also am very supportive of getting more girls in coding.
And technology is everywhere, so it's about being part of the world.
Enabling our conversation right now to the world.
And you know Ruby.
Yeah. Ruby, HTML, CSS. And I just started learning Swift, which is the Apple iOS operating system language. Yeah, it makes it a lot kind of not easier, but more, it's optimized. It's basically to build apps for iOS.
It's amazing the coding, there's like a kind of, it's like a language, and it's a logic that you can just like follow through.
Totally.
So what's your favorite Melbourne cafe?
Ooh, that's a good question.
This could be very contentious.
There was this really delicious, this is like a controversial question.
People in Australia get really up in arms over where's the best coffee or where's the best poached eggs or avocado toast. So get ready.
I'm gonna give you a few because I tried a lot of great things. There's this one place called Matcha Milk Bar. It was a vegan cafe. I think it's vegan cafe, and they make amazing matcha tea among all sorts of delicious like breakfast and baked goods. There was this great place called, was it Addict that we went to? That was really delicious. Had a great coffee, had great brunch, breakfast. And then there was this other place called, Ian, what was that? Deli? Oh, where is Ian?
It's very real.
It's very real. This is very real time. There was another place, and I'll think of it, and I'll tell you.
What's your favorite meal?
And then there was the Byron Buddha Bay Brothers.
Brother Buddha.
Something. Coffee. It was great.
What's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal, breakfast.
Breakfast. And what's your favorite breakfast?
I love, if I'm really going for it, I'm gonna have like an egg white omelet or scrambled egg whites, avocado toast. This is after a great workout, so then just like gotta refuel. I love like an almond milk latte, maybe some, maybe like a chia seed pudding. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Breakfast you can have salty or sweet or salty and sweets.
Is there anything that you're got crazy about to eat?
That I'm not crazy about?
Yeah.
I don't eat meat, so I'm pescatarian, I think. Pro fish, yes. Yeah.
It's good to be in Sydney because there's always so much nice seafood and really good fish. And where are you headed off after this?
So I'm trying to make a quick trip to the Great Barrier Reef. So hopefully to the Great Barrier Reef. If not, then back to New York.
And where's your favorite places to go in New York?
In New York, I love Momofuku Milk Bar. I love this great place called Butcher's Daughter.
Oh, that's really good. They do that kale Caesar salad. That's all I ever order.
It's so
and like
good.
the honeybee drink, the
The
juice.
elixir.
Yeah, elixir, that's it. That's really good.
They've got a lot of great stuff. And also there's this place called the Egg Shop. It's right across the street.
Yes, I always walk past it because it's got a really cute sign.
Very cute sign. They do like eggs any way you want them. And they're open till like 2 in the morning, which is always a good option. Eggs at 2 in the morning.
Eggs at 2 in the morning.
You never know. You never know. And yeah, that's one thing I love about New York. You can kind of walk the streets and discover new places.
Yeah, there's so much
even
there.
if you've lived there for years. So there's so much.
And how are we going for time?
Yeah,
We're done?
we're good.
Oh, we're going to wind up now?
All right,
Okay.
guys, well,
we got
thank you for
we got the time.
watching.
Thank you. Thanks for being patient. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Uh-oh.
Technical difficulties.